Hey Gemini, how are we today? Welcome to Halloween week, I suppose, as well. We are just doing our weeklies today. We will be doing some shadow work and Halloween themed readings at the end of the week for Halloween. I really am thinking I should have, spray painted my little skeleton guys a different color. The white's not very bright on the camera here. And I don't know if you can even tell if these guys are little spiders behind me there with the red lights. So maybe needing to rethink my Halloween decorations for you all, but we'll see how we go. Um, I hope we're all enjoying, the idea of Halloween coming up. I know a lot of people really do enjoy this time of year, so bring it on, okay? But we are doing our weekly readings this week, and being so close to the end of the month, we will be looking forward toward November and sort of seeing what's going on for you come November. Today I am using the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, a great deck for the Halloween theme. We also do have the Slavic Folklore Lenormand, and we also are using the True Love Oracle as well. Okay, so as per usual, I do like to sort of divide up the month by, the start of the month, the middle, and then the end of the month as well. But we are looking at November. Okay, so starting off with those Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle, what's going on for Gemini in November? November for our Geminis. Just going to sort of grab some overall energy for the entire month here rather than splitting the oracles up. We do have the Princess card. So you can see this princess here with her own sword saying, you can be your own knight. So you don't need to sit up in your tower and wait for Prince Charming to come and save you. You can save yourself, Gemini. Be your own knight. Stand up for yourself. Guard yourself against things coming towards you this month in November. Being quite strong on your own 2 feet. Quite a strong imagery there. But, still being that princess deep at heart, but doesn't mean that you can't stand strong on your own as well and guard yourself as well. And we also have the Raindrops Oracle. Okay, that does say, take a chance on them. Okay, so for some reason, every time I see this card, it gives me that that ABBA song, take a chance on me. I can't even remember how it goes, but it's that taking a chance on them, taking a chance on something, taking a chance on someone this month. We do sort of have that. There is some little, fairies flying around in the rain, sort of showing us that there is some sort of wish connected to this person or thing, and it's really talking about taking a chance on that, and don't be afraid to take a little bit of a risk. I feel like that's related to love for quite a lot of you there, Gemini. Taking a chance on somebody, giving somebody a second chance, maybe. Really sort of taking a chance on. For some of you, this is taking a chance on something new in like maybe in your career, but really starting to take a chance. Take a chance on that client. Take a chance on that that new idea that someone is presenting to you with that sort of all that sort of things coming to mind there, but also being your own knight and standing strong for your own, making sure you've got your own boundaries set. If this is a love chance, making sure that you are still quite strong to and a knight will sort of rush headlong into danger. So taking those chances when you know that it's part of your strategy to take that chance. Okay, but we'll have a look with the Lenormand. Okay, what's going on for Gemini in November? This is where we will sort of divide it up a little bit by the beginning of the month, middle, and then end. Okay, Gemini. What's going on for Gemini in November? Okay. Can I just get clarity for Gemini with the start of the month, please? Okay, so this princess energy where we are, needing to, be that princess deep at heart. You may have this soft, sweet side, but the knife imagery, the knight, being your own knight in shining armor is coming through very strongly here, and it is sort of following through to the start of the month. With November here, you can be your own knight that need to be on guard and protect this sweet little princess side of yourself. It is coming through. Firstly, we do have the cross. Okay, so it's coming through with the garden. All right, but I have actually clarified that with the Reaper. All right, so the Reaper is sort of a bit of a warning, a bit of a danger sign that something is sort of suddenly occurring. It's kind of a little, it's feeling a little bit like some sort of reckoning, like um, not so much danger, but it's just sort of letting us know that we do need to be on guard against this cross and garden energy. We do need to sort of stand strong with our own boundaries firm. It's kind of like you see the skeleton on the horse, and it's kind of like not allowing anyone to push us from our spot that's holding us steady, not allowing anything to knock you off your horse and attack kind of vibe, standing strong and firm. The horse doesn't garner much movement in this particular card. It's kind of like holding steady, holding strong, holding your place. So I'm kind of getting this war reference where it's this knight, sitting up on his horse, holding the line. I'm getting that image out of is it Braveheart, where it's like wait, 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 and then charge. Like hold steady. Like it's a very muchly a holding steady, holding firm, not allowing the enemy to rush over you, making sure that you're the one charging ahead and taking any risks. You being the one in control here. It's kind of like you're this as the knight of this and protecting this princess of yourself. It's kind of like you're in charge of this whole army, and don't allow the army to sort of rush in too quickly, but also don't allow the enemy to come over and fight with you first. It's kind of a very weird imagery I'm getting here with that, Gemini, but it does sort of lead me to believe that there is some sort of chaotic element at the start of November for you, in the form of this cross energy. All right, so this can be somebody who's got very strong convictions. This is you carrying some sort of a burden that you're sort of dealing. It feels like the enemy is somebody with very strong convictions. They believe that what they're doing or saying is right, and you kind of know better. And you're having to sort of stand very strong and firm and guarded against this person is kind of the vibe I'm getting with that. So it does sort of lead to, you really, really being on guard against, allowing the burdens that you carry to change the way that you're dealing with people and the way that you're interacting with people. At the end of October, we do see that eclipse sort of season, which is highlighting relationships and how we're dealing with relationships. And I do feel as though this is carrying through for you in the start of November with, there's some sort of burden that you're carrying. I feel like it's directly in regard to how you deal with people. And really just sort of letting yourself know that you do need to be sort of very strong and firm with your boundaries at the start of November, and especially when it comes to social situations with that garden energy. Okay, the garden energy can talk about, it can be like a business related thing once again with like business meetings or propositions that somebody is putting to you, like proposal, like work sort of proposals that are headed your way, you know, invitations to specific events or work-related things, you know, but overall it is a very social card. So it's kind of like you're carrying some burdens when it comes to, you know, I can't really specify what these particular burdens are, but the way that you carry yourself, you know, when you're social and dealing with other people. It's coming across as, you know, in the past you may have allowed people to sort of steamroll over you a little bit, and it's kind of letting us know that at the moment there's a bit of a warning that you do need to not allow people to do that, and really stand firm and strong within the social situation of your own boundaries and what you will and will not accept from, you know, these people's behavior towards you. So it's really this energy of, you know, I'm really feeling that the main message here for you, Gemini, is that at the start of the month, there's a need for you to be on guard against, you know, people or situations that are trying to kind of steamroll over you and take control of you within a situation, whereas you're needing to sort of stand very strong and firm and say, do you know what, I don't need you to stick up for me. I can stick up for myself fine. I don't need you to, you know, do this or do that. I can do this. You know, it's feeling like you're sort of needing to stand very strong and firm in who you are. Pardon. And yeah, not allowing social situations, even just the whole situation itself, not allowing that to sort of overwhelm you and stop you from standing up for yourself and standing true to yourself at the start of the month here. Okay. Then we do sort of start to see, you know, toward the middle of the month, we definitely are moving into a more different sort of energy. We do have the anchor first and foremost, so it does sort of let us know that you are going to sort of be able to hold steady to yourself, and then moving forward in the month, that steady sort of nature, that steady behavior that you're displaying to yourself is actually going to hold you quite steady and secure moving forward, and then you'll actually find yourself moving forward into this sort of raindrops energy where you are starting to, you know, take chances on others. I do feel as though, once again, I am getting that this is, you know, others involved here. But you being kind of, you know, that steady force to be reckoned with this month, Gemini, and really helping hold others steady as well. So you're kind of like, you know, if you can get through the start of the month, you will sort of know that you can face whatever storm surrounds you because you're quite steady and stable yourself. So we are seeing a lot of stability for you, a security and that dependability, and others will see that within you as well toward the middle of the month, that you are someone who is, you know, very dependable and you can look after yourself and you're quite strong and capable all on your own. But then we do see the flowers. Okay, so we do really see you starting to, you know, give a little bit more and receive a little bit more. So we are seeing, you know, that dual interaction coming through a little bit more toward the middle of the month, whereas at the start of the month it's kind of advising you to stand very strong and secure more independently. Toward the middle of the month you are sort of able to, you know, interact a little bit more steadily when it comes to, you know, the energy that you're giving out and the energy that you're receiving, the time, love, energy that you are giving and receiving with others. Okay, so you know, and giving others, I feel like really strongly that you are giving others this sense of dependability, from just you being sort of so stable and being able to keep those boundaries firm. It really does actually help give the loved ones around you this sense of, you know, dependability coming from you there, Gemini. So it's kind of going both ways, you know. You know, other people are going to sort of really rely, I feel, on your dependability during the middle of the month, and you will be receiving a lot in return for that. So, you know, the flowers really definitely is that, giving someone dependability enables you to receive, something back from them as well, whether, it can be a lot of different things, and it's kind of like mix and match your different things there, because it feels like you're giving them dependability and that security. You're anchoring them steady, holding them steady through their storm, and it's giving you, a lot in return. I feel like you are receiving, maybe time, energy, love, maybe physical gifts, coming your way, from that receiving energy. But it's really you taking a chance on standing up for yourself, and following that through, and becoming this anchor energy where you are, that thing holding other people steady as well. So it's coming through quite strongly there, that this steadiness within you, Gemini, toward the middle of the month. Then toward the end of the month, we do have the snake energy, followed by the bird. Okay, so it looks like a phoenix rising from the ashes, in this particular deck, but that is the bird energy. And with the snake energy, we are seeing multiple messages here. Okay, so I am getting multiple messages here. For quite a lot of you, though, this is that a conversation, because with the birds, we do really see a conversation. That chatter. It's a lot of talking coming through with that. It's quite exciting and frenetic kind of chatter energy as well. So it's kind of like that a lot of conversations coming through toward the end of the month there. A lot of these conversations are going to be in regard to desire coming towards you. I feel like this is, somebody's desire coming towards you, someone coming towards you and saying, Gemini, I'm so excited to tell you that I really physically desire you, that they have a lot of passion for you, and they really desire quite a lot. They've got a strong ambition to depend on you, Gemini. So whether that's a love desire or not, for some of you it definitely is, because there is a physical intimacy comes through with that as well. But there is maybe one or two of you where these conversations are actually detailing deceptions. So it's kind of someone coming to you and letting it is feeling a little bit gossipy. For those of you where this is related to some sort of deception, it does feel like a little bit gossipy, like someone coming towards you, Gemini, and sort of saying, oh, I wanted to tell you so and so, they lied about this, or they were deceitful about that. So it doesn't feel like you're necessarily wrapped up in that deception. For you personally, it does feel like a lot more of this. People are desiring to, I don't know. It's feeling like, the passion and the desire to be a part of this Gemini, to really be involved with this sturdiness that's coming through from the Gemini, and people are wanting to sort of give you gossip and chatter, and give you all the information and about other people being deceptive and stuff like that. So it is coming through a little bit gossipy in that sense. But there is also a lot of people that I am getting this desire to just be around you, Gemini. So a lot of conversations coming towards you at the end of the month, and it's going to be some of these conversations, that they may not be outright making it clear that they just want to be around you. They just want to be involved with your life. They just want to, be involved with your opinions, and have you be this anchor energy for them as well. But they may not be clear about that. That could definitely be the deception, is that they're not being clear about that. They're just all of a sudden following you around and showing that they have this big passion to be around you and be involved in things that you're involved in. So I do feel that for some of you, you're going to kind of feel a bit like, why are these people following me around all of a sudden? Why are they trying to get involved in everything that I'm involved in? I feel like for some of you, you're going to be a little bit like, what is going on? But take a chance on them, allowing them to do that, because they just sort of want to be around you. I feel, for a lot of these people, and with that passion coming through and those conversations coming through, you are going to learn a lot of things that you may not have learnt without that energy coming through. So I do feel as though it's going to, for some of you, it's going to be releasing some of those, helping you to fully release some of those burdens we saw at the start of the month there. But for others, it's just, that it's just that weird little thing where, hearing someone talk a certain way makes you sort of realize a little bit more about what sort of person they are. It's just kind of like giving you that background information and giving you just a little bit more information. I feel like traveling through forwards after that from, December onwards, you will sort of have, just a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more background knowledge about the person, about the situations, and it's actually going to help you out in the future. But I feel like that where it's helping you out is further down the track. But you're going to sort of learn a few things from these conversations, and hold that in the back of your mind, and it's going to help you make more decisions in the future, help you sort of know the ins and outs of stuff in the future. Okay, so it is happening for a reason. You are getting these little fans and followers for a reason, and it's sort of to help you have that background knowledge in the future. Okay, but having a look at love as well, Gemini. Okay, what's going on for Gemini in love during November? November for Gemini, what's going on in love? Okay, and can I just get some clarity for those two cards? Why does Gemini need to know this about love for November? Pardon? Gemini, November for love. Okay, so firstly, we are seeing the divine masculine coming through there. So that is, really the evolved, the grown masculine energy. Whether you are masculine or not, we don't genderize here in my channel. We try not to genderize the cards, but the divine masculine is somebody who has really embraced this. I feel like it is actually connected to this message we saw for you at the start of November, is that you are really embracing this war, this chaos, and controlling it in a very logical manner, a very, it's kind of controlling that chaos and not allowing your emotions to burden you within situations, and really, once again, enabling you to hold very steady and still and logical. Look at the situation quite logically, and stand strong within yourself, and stand firm. Okay, the masculine is a very strong, powerful, firm energy. Can be a little bit controlling, but with the divine, that's not a bad thing at all. That's doing it in a way that works out really well for your highest good, and controlling any fear or emotion as well. So that's really coming through quite strongly, that this stability that you're finding you're needing this month is going to really empower you to stand strong and face the war. So if it's kind of like if people are trying to bring fighting or chaos to your doorstep, you're really able to stand strong and steady against that sort of energy this month. And we do sort of see here the clouds as well. So once again, telling us to just coming from a very logical mindset. The clouds does talk about our thoughts. So it's kind of you really thinking things through when it comes to how you're going to face things, and how you're taking any chances this month, and how you're approaching love in itself. Really, really coming from a space where you are, thinking things through quite carefully, and thinking things through from a very secure standpoint, where you're secure within yourself and secure within love. Okay, so especially with the divine masculine energy there, you're really thinking about things logically, and there's obviously a need for you to think about love quite logically, and come from that head rather than heart momentum at the start of the month here as well. We do also have spiritual maturity. So I feel like this is you with that divine masculine energy. You are sort of realizing that you are, you've followed this path to quite a lot of spiritual maturity, and that was clarified with the mouse energy. So the mouse lets us know that that's these burdens that you've been carrying, and it's kind of letting us know that you're dropping those burdens along the path. You're becoming more mature than these things that you carry, and these emotions that you carry from the past. You are sort of choosing to drop that overthinking, drop that the thought of these things, not allowing them to sort of eat away at your energy, and traveling forwards anyway, maturing through that anyway. Even if you have suffered loss in the past, and you're feeling as though that you maybe had struggled a little bit with your spiritual maturity, and that you had sort of taken, it's kind of that vibe of especially in the past here, you may have been feeling that you were sort of taking 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. But now what we're doing is we're going, do you know what? I'm not going to allow myself to go backwards anymore. I'm just going to keep on this path, because I am, getting really close to being where I want to be on a spiritual level. And I really, you really have matured quite a lot. And these things that try to eat away at you, they have no control over you anymore. You've grown through them. And I feel like it's kind of letting us know that when it comes to love, the things that you have lost in the past, like the past relationships and things like that, you're now actually, I feel like it's kind of like an epiphany type energy, where you're realizing, somewhere along this path, you're realizing that, I have felt for the longest time that was a loss in the past. I have felt for the longest time that, this has eaten away at me, and I've really wanted to, go back and keep focusing on the past energy. And then you're kind of having this epiphany, and all of a sudden you kind of realize, do you know what? So cool. That's not holding me back anymore. Somewhere along the line, I've dropped that past energy, and I'm, it's not actually, it's not actually eating away at me anymore. It's not driving me anymore. And all of a sudden, you're kind of realizing, wow, I've actually matured a lot more than I thought I had. I thought I was still clinging on to that past thing, but no, I've actually grown through that, and it's not holding me back anymore. So that's actually a super positive energy coming through with that there, Gemini, as well, not allowing the past to hold us back. So that's lovely. Okay, well, that's what we have for you for November. Hopefully that resonated for you. You're more than welcome to check other placements, of course, but hopefully I'll see you all again soon.